The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go. Put your team on it. It's our field. Whoa. Hey, it's our house. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got it.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check nickel. Boom.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third.
45 the mark.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. A big play there for Minnesota. 55 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Cook running right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Swift. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
X3, 218, chop. 22.
Ryan steps away to his left, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of ¡99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
Hey, Orbit. Mike 10. Mike 10, Mike 10. They're going to need some therapy after this. Hey, we got Mike. Gun. You better bring it. You better bring it. Let him go.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
You got tight right there. Go. Hold it. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Downs. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a give running right, it's Cook. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Matchbox lights. SOS. Watch out. 54, Tom. Check 24.
On second down, Dobbins. He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 28. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. Second and 10, it's Ryan again. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Here's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Anthony Zettel popping in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and very short, Dobbs escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now a run with Cook. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 39 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. A gain of 3, second down. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Tuesday.
Shoot! 80 weapons. Check. Get up.
On third down, Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. He's got his running back, LeSean McCoy. Past the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He finds McCoy. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. To throw again is Ryan. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge in your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Throwing here, Dobbs. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second and 10 now. Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, Swift.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On third down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, but now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
I got one. Rotate. He's checking. Trot.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Give me the ball.
Adam Thielen there to make the grab as his guys continue.